Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the start of my next adventure. I have moved back to the Everglades of South Florida, and I'm going to be living down here for quite a while. I'm filming in my screen porch because mosquitoes are absolutely ferocious, and I don't feel like putting on a bug suit, but I digress. I'm going to be down here for a while in the Everglades, so I'm really excited just for the overall experience, but there's going to be plenty of opportunities to see all the cool wildlife that make this part of the country so awesome. And that includes the reptiles and amphibians. In fact, I've been in the Everglades for about a week now, and I've already done a good amount of herping, and I've seen some cool things, so I'll show you what I have seen so far in the week that I've been living down here, herp-wise, and some other wildlife too. Okay people, so back in the Everglades, my first snake that I've seen is my first Florida scarlet snake of 2024. This is a fairly common snake down here in the Everglades, but throughout their entire range, they're very hard to find, so pretty excited that I got one tonight. Got a monster southern toad on the road tonight. I know this is a very common species, and I've already seen a few of them, but they're really big down here in the Everglades. So if we do a comparison, there's a southern toad next to my hand. So, pretty cool. Alright people, just road cruise, the most common snake in the Everglades. And that right there is a Florida cottonmouth. A little one, as you can see right here. That's just working its way right off the road. So, yeah. Oh, I don't realize I didn't even have my light on. There we goes. Alright, so it's gonna just, do that. Sweet. 2 snakes on the night. Okay, people, well, I've just road cruised a snake in the Everglades that I've actually never seen before. I believe that we're looking at some species of swamp snake. I don't know exactly what it is. All I know is that this is indeed a swamp snake. It's a lifer for me. I've never seen this particular species before. I don't think this is a glossy crayfish snake, so that's really awesome. That's really cool. I've spent hundreds of hours cruising down here in the Everglades. And I have a snake I've never seen. Sweet. Alright people, we have something weird up in the road right there. I have no idea what that is. We're going to approach it, and it's probably an owl, as it's now flying off. There is something in the road up here. I can't tell if it's a raccoon, a young bear, or whatever it is. I'm just going to drive up to it, see if we can get closer. It could also just be a cat. What the heck is this? This has got to be a house cat. Okay, that came out absolutely terrible. I have no idea what was on the road in front of us. Got my second cottonmouth of the night. This is a little one, just worked its way onto the road. We'll make sure it gets off safely. And yeah, 4 snakes tonight. Big Florida softshell turtle. Big old female. She might be nesting, I don't think so, but we're just gonna let her be and keep on going. Got a little nighttime brown anole on the door of my house. Very common invasive lizard here in South Florida, and in Florida in general. Alright, just road cruised another snake. This is actually the first snake of a new night of cruising. It's another cottonmouth, as we can see right there. Another Everglades classic, so we'll just let it be and keep on going, see what else we can find. People, I have just road cruised a snake that I tried targeting all of last year when I lived in the Everglades and never found it. This is a stunning, gorgeous eastern mud snake, the second one that I've seen in my whole life, and it is a beautiful snake. Hey everyone, I can't even begin to describe what the heck I just found. So I'm actually wrapping up here for tonight, and the second night I've been cruising since I've been down here was really slow. I mean, we got the cottonmouth, but then all of a sudden, and like the final stretch, a mud snake pops out of nowhere. For those of you who don't know, I lived in the Everglades last year in 2023 for 9 months. Probably put in hundreds of hours of just driving, whether that was herping or going from place to place. Never once did I see a mud snake. Every night I went out road cruising, I really hoped to see one. So to get one in just 2 nights of cruising here in the Everglades is just unbelievable. Mud snakes belong in a group of snakes known as the Pharencia, which includes rainbow snakes, which the only rainbow snake I saw was a DOR individual in Georgia last year. But these are large aquatic snakes that really, well, at least the mud snakes are predominantly only feed on large salamanders, specifically amphibians and sirens. They look more like eels than they actually do salamanders. So the mud snakes will actually are associated with wetlands that have those salamander species, because that's essentially what they mostly predate on. They're also really the only large aquatic native snakes here that lay eggs. Most of the other large aquatic snakes, Nerotias and cottonmouths, are live-bearing snakes. So they give birth to live young and forego laying eggs. So yeah, mud snakes, they are really difficult to find. There are some places in the Everglades where they're more common than others, but they do get very variable in pattern. The only other mud snake I've seen had more white coloration on the red bandings. That's more of a urethristic pattern, if you will. Some mud snakes are more anrithristic than they are urethristic, red versus white. So unbelievable find. I really wanted to spend more time talking about that mud snake, but I had some people show up and they wanted to take pictures of the snake. So I spent hundreds of hours, thousands of miles looking for that snake in Florida. All of last year, didn't see it. Literally this year in 2024, I've road cruised in the Everglades 3 times, and it took me 3 times to get one mud snake. So great way to get this video really started off, with a lifer striped swamp snake, and now in my second ever eastern mud snake. Well, people, it is after 10 o'clock here in the Everglades, and this is the one place where you can pull it off. Here is an eastern diamondback, well after dark. Shut off my, oh god, we're blinding the heck out of this guy here. Shut this light off. There we go. Beautiful eastern diamondback. A little one here. This one's probably only like 2 feet long, so it's definitely not a yearling, not a full-grown adult, but a sub-adult eastern diamondback. That's really awesome, working its way into the woods right over here. I've only seen one snake tonight, and I can't complain. Good old eastern diamondback. Alright people, second snake of the night after the eastern diamondback is this stunning corn snake. I happen to find corn snakes here in South Florida pretty close to midnight. It's happened several times. I mean, it's after 11 p.m., so it's more of an anecdotal observation, but corn snake's going to make its way into the sawgrass over here, so we'll let it be and keep on going. Alright everyone, that's going to be a wrap of my first episode back down in the Everglades, and this was a really good one. I mean, honestly, the biggest highlight was getting that eastern mud snake. Second one I've ever seen, and after failing to find one last year down the Everglades, despite all the hours and thousands of miles I've driven to put in for looking for one, it was very nice to get one in just 2 nights of cruising down here, so that was awesome. And the eastern diamondback, I think what's so unique about that encounter is that the Everglades is a really good spot to see diamondbacks late at night, and probably of all the diamondbacks that I've seen here, at least half of them have been after dark. So yeah, and getting the striped swamp snake was also really cool, since that was a lifer for me. So yeah, really good first week here in the Everglades, and I'm hoping for a bunch more good weeks, and I'll see you all in the next video.